Hello everybody, Denobi2 here. Thank you for joining me once again on another visual tour. This time we're going to be doing a collections tour. I haven't done one of these in a long time and you guys have been asking for it, so I decided to do it. That Star Trek print there is from Comic-Con back in 2006. That is the Camo Tumbler, which is a beautiful piece if you happen to have acquired it. Over here is the Kit Bash Wolverine with the Falcon from Winter Soldier and good old Cap there from Winter Soldier. After seeing Civil War, I don't know if I'm going to want to replace this guy. I really do like Falcon from the Winter Soldier, but he was kick-ass in Civil War, so he may be joining my collection. Below him is Indiana Jones. I have the Sideshow Imperial droid there. I do love droids, even though I'm not collecting Star Wars like I used to. I do have a fondness for droids. The audio animatronic Harrison Ford, and just because it looks so audio animatronic, that is Indiana Jones. Below him is Robocop, the diecast from Hot Toys. That is the second version. And then right next to him is the 1/4 scale bus War Machine and the Mark 7, which Mark 7 is my all-time favorite suit. It really is. It is by far one of my favorite suits. We pan to the left of the my room here. This is my collections room, and you'll see my display case, which I got from IKEA. I don't know what it's called. You'll also notice I don't do details. I don't like details for some reason. I don't think they're very good with space management and keeping dust out. Even though I do keep some of my stuff outside of the display cases. Inside this display case, on the left it was the original Avengers, and then on the right side here it was the Age of Ultron. I do have Hulk and Black Widow below. Second level of this display case, it's my Dark Knight, Batman, and the Man of Steel. I will not be touching any figures from the Batman v Superman. I didn't really enjoy the movie, so I didn't feel the connection with the film, and so I'm probably gonna keep away from DC maybe until Suicide Squad comes out, and we may have a Harley and a Joker coming back from that film. Right below is the Igor. Igor did finally find a home. Little inside joke if you guys get that. Age of Ultron Hulk, the Apollo 17 astronaut with the test flight Tony Stark, which I swapped out the head because the original head was crap. This is the head that you get with the Mark IV suit, the gantry set. I thought it just looked a little bit better. There's the Iron Man 3 Tony Stark down there below. And then right on the top of the display case is the Electro. Poor guy. I know he was so mistreated in the community and a lot of folks bashed him. I like him, and I picked him up really cheap, so he ends up joining my collection. Right to the right on him is the Wolverine, the Wolverine. It's a great piece. I really, honestly, I bought him because his claws are die-cast steel, and it is overall a cool figure. Those are the 1,000 toy figures. Those are Japan imports. Really nice pieces there, super flexible. And that's a C-3PO head from a cereal giveaway, send away I believe. Below it is the Diamond Select Delorean with the full version to the right of it, so you can kind of see for scale. If you guys have the Diamond Select DeLorean, I decided to display it there just because it just looks good, and I don't really have a permanent home for the DeLorean yet, and it just seems to fit between these shelves, kind of like a garage. We pan to the right of the room, and we come to my very first display case for Hot Toys. That is the Tamashii Nation's C-3PO with the X Plus Nautilus diecast. It's a hybrid. It's plastic and diecast. I love the Nautilus. I'm a huge fan of 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Love the film. And then the Sideshow R2-D2, and he'll stay there until Hot Toys comes out with their own R2 version, and I'll get rid of this guy. uh, Below the display case right is a Kit Bash Johnny 5 robot. It's not a really good model. I think it was only $100 at the time. I've had him for a few years too, but I do love Johnny 5. One of my all-time favorite robots, and maybe Hot Toys will make them one day. God, that'd be nice. And we have a T600 from Terminator Salvation, and a couple of droids from the Phantom Attack of the Clones. With that, yeah, I believe they're from Attack of the Clones. I'm not exactly sure where those droids are from. If you look, Marty McFly is inside the DeLorean, so his display case, his stand is empty. If you're wondering what happened to him, Red Skull, the Mandarin, the Mark II Whiplash, and then the original Whiplash. That's my villains display level there. Out of the villains there, my favorite probably has to go to Red Skull. I really do like him, and I didn't really appreciate how he was treated in the Captain America and the First Avenger. Below on the third level is the original Hulk there from Avengers, and then the Power Pose Mark 42 with the Ironmonger. And my Ironmonger's thighs are cracked. I did not care. That's how it arrived. I knew that if I sent it back to Sideshow, there was a good chance I would not get a replacement, just because there were so many damaged versions of Ironmonger. It's by overall my favorite piece, and you can't really see it, the defects on its thighs. I do collect a few action figures. I don't collect action figures as much as I used to, so I do have a small shelf real estate dedicated to a few selected action figures that I kind of keep on display. Don't really go too crazy with them anymore, but I still do love action figures. Below it is my tribute to the Apollo 13, broken down version of the Saturn V. I'm a big NASA geek fan, love NASA, love the Saturn V. And the Amazing Spider-Man, and you have Bruce Banner there, and Maria Hill, and Nick Fury below. And that second level is my assortment of heads. The Bat. I do love the Bat. It's really big. You know, the problem with these pieces is that when you finally get them, it's really hard to find the real estate. I have plenty of space. I'm pretty keen on how I manage my space in my room here. But this is a beautiful piece, and if you notice the can of air dust right next to it, you really, I mean, that's what I use. That's what I use to clean it. The gantry has the Mark III, because I have the Mark IV in the Hall of Armors, and that's one of my Grail pieces there. The Loki, love that guy, love him. Below him, it's the Johnny Depp Pirates of the Caribbean DX version, Captain Jack Sparrow, and I love that Lady Death from Fison, and my very well kept not Igor, I was going to say Igor, my Ed 209, which is coated with a thin layer of Honda silicone grease, so I'll never encounter those cracks. God, I really do love this guy. Well, without further ado, guys, let's get on to the main show, and let's visit my Hall of Armor. You know, the biggest problem with collecting the Iron Man suits is that it doesn't leave much room or spending cash to collect anything else. When I originally started this collection, when I originally started buying Hot Toys, it was the Iron Man, the Iron suits. My very first Iron Man was the Mark II, and I had never experienced anything like that, even though I had known of Hot Toys for a while, and I had seen their products because I had visited the San Diego Comic Con years prior. I'd always known about the company, but I always felt that I wasn't ready to get into this world, because it is a grand endeavor, and it's also pretty pricey too, and it's hard to manage and budget and so forth. So I decided, just recently, to kind of go back to collecting Iron Man and not really focus on other properties. So probably won't be doing Star Wars, and I probably won't be doing DC, but I will be committed to Marvel and the Civil War properties and everything from that point on forward. Let me know what you guys think. This is my collection. I hope you enjoyed it. I had fun making it. And like, subscribe, and leave your comments below. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching.